Sagging, bouncing, or uneven floors? Standing water or high humidity, nasty odors, or dangerous mold? Crawl space problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS.
This is the afternoon edition of the Daily Weather Briefing video. This is for Friday, the 16th of December. I'm James Spann. Alabama's weather should be nice and quiet with cool days and chilly nights. But of course, the big headline, bitter cold Arctic air due in here toward the end of next week, late Thursday into Friday. Easily the coldest air so far this season. That's going to set the stage for a very cold Christmas weekend. Of course, everybody wants to know, will it snow? Will there be ice and some other things? But we'll talk about that as we go. Here's a look at the upper air look today. Got that big vortex sitting over the Great Lakes. And around here, we are in a very dry air mass. We note some clouds off to the west. The radar, of course, nothing happening down here. This is where a lot of the action is occurring up in the northeast United States. All the blue, that is snow falling over parts of New England, New York, down into parts of Pennsylvania and New Jersey today. But around here, just a beautiful December day. Temperatures a little below average. We should be in the mid-50s. The average high for this date is 57. We've got 52 in Birmingham, 54 for Tuscaloosa, Anniston 53 down to the south, Dothan 60, Mobile 62. We'll see numbers coming down a little bit for the weekend, but again, nothing harshly cold until late next week. So on the watch warning map today, we have winter storm warnings in effect for much of the Northeast, as you saw the snow there, and the big blizzard is winding down across the Dakotas where they are just absolutely buried. I mean buried in snow today. So the good news, we don't expect any severe storms anytime soon, maybe until next year as the cool air takes over. This is today, this is tomorrow, and this is Sunday. Much of the country with no thunder, any thunderstorms confined to the southern tip of Florida. Here's the rain for the next 7 days, and again, not a lot here. This is valid through Friday morning of next week. This is suggesting about 1/2 inch for South Alabama, and there will be a chance of some light rain Monday night and Tuesday of next week, but the better coverage over the southern counties of the state. And as the Arctic front comes in Thursday night of next week, there could be a little precipitation, but I don't think it'll be a lot. But let's go through the dailies here. Model fans. This is the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid tomorrow at 4. Again, broad troughing over the east. And for us, the weather will be dry. We start the day around freezing. The high upper 40s in North Alabama, 50s for the southern counties of the state. And again, there might be a sprinkle near the immediate Gulf Coast tomorrow evening with that little impulse in the southern branch of the jet. But even there, probably most places dry. Sunday will be sunny. We start the day in the 20s over the northern half of the state. The high Sunday, 40s for North Alabama, 50s for the southern counties of the state. So this is Monday. The next wave is off to the west. Clouds will increase, and that will probably push a little rain in here Monday night. And again, at this point, I don't think it's going to be that much, maybe Tuesday morning. We'll go to Tuesday, and again, at that point, the better chance of rain on down to the south. In fact, actually, this is Tuesday. And again, you can see a chance of rain mainly for the southern part of the state. So again, the chance of a little light rain Monday night or Tuesday of next week, especially for the southern counties of the state. So this is Wednesday. We're dry. The high Wednesday will be close to 50. But then here comes the Arctic front. All right, and again, this is the American GFS. And during the day Thursday, we are dry. And then Thursday night, the GFS develops a surface low over Georgia, suggesting there could be snow Thursday night over much of Alabama, even all the way down into South Alabama. But is that realistic? Well, you know what we do here. Let's look at the European, and it says no. Now, understand, I do think there could be some snow flurries Thursday evening or Thursday night for the northern half of the state, or a little light snow. But traditionally, with an Arctic front blowing through here like this, that does not bring accumulating snow. But again, this is what you're going to see smeared all over the face bag and the tweeter and all that. But again, remember, reality is more like that for Thursday. But look at the sharp gradient Thursday night. This is Thursday night at midnight. And that's just nasty. And up around Chicago and, Milwaukee, that's just some nasty, windy, cold, snowy weather. So again, we get into the Arctic air Friday of next week into Saturday. Let's go on out to, let's see, this is out a week from today, Friday, the 23rd. And again, very cold, windy. The wind chill index Friday, a week from today, it could easily go below zero for the northern half of the state. Temperatures stay below freezing all day. And if this verifies, that's a really nasty, disruptive winter storm there for parts of the middle Atlantic coast region and the Northeast. And that could affect greatly airport operations in Washington, D.C., Baltimore, New York, and Boston. So be aware if you're trying to fly up in that region for Christmas. If this solution verifies, that could be very, very disruptive. But again, for us, just the screaming message late next week, it's the cold. And again, we could easily stay below freezing for 48, 72 consecutive hours for North Alabama. Let's go out 10 days. This is Monday, the day after Christmas, the 26th, and the air begins to modify a little bit by then, and we're dry. And let me just say, we see no evidence in any global modeling of snow on Christmas Day. You know, the GFS put one of these, bogus snowstorms down on Christmas Day on the OZ run. It's gone on the 12Z run. Both models are showing dry weather on Christmas Day, but very cold. Rain for Birmingham off the European ensemble between now and the end of the year. A little over 1 inch, the mean. So let's start with the national blend of models. And again, this is the ensemble approach. And remember, when you look at this, it skews toward climatology in the extended part of this. So the number is probably a little too warm for Christmas weekend. And I think what you're going to see here coming off the European is more realistic. And again, this is for Birmingham. So obviously, if you're north of Birmingham, numbers could be lower than this. But it's interesting. It's got us reaching 62 on Thursday before the Arctic front. And then the high Friday, a week from today, dropping to 24. That's a drop. And the wind chill index could stay below zero much of the day, Friday, the 23rd. And it's got a low at Birmingham of 10 degrees on Friday, the 23rd, which means we'll probably see some single-digit lows north of Birmingham. And then on Saturday, the 24th, Christmas Eve, a low of 17, a morning low of 17, a high of 32. Christmas Day, the high, a toasty 35. But again, understand, for a lot of folks, it's just a novelty. But for some people that don't have an adequate source of heating, this is really problematic here. So if you happen to know some people that don't have adequate heating, if they're elderly, they need to know about this now. You've got a week to get ready for it. And this is a look at the latest temperature anomaly map. This is the new one coming in for December 24th through December 30th. And again, we are below average, needless to say, around here. Well, let's roll some Pepsi Kid Cam. The last Kid Cam of 2022. Center Point Elementary School, the second graders. And don't you know, everybody was in a good mood today. The last day of school before the Christmas break. That's a good day to come out to a school. We had a great time today. Love coming to Center Point. Gave me a good-looking cookie, and I really appreciate that. They thought about Pam Huff, and they are praying for Pam, as you can see that cookie they gave there. But again, the second graders were absolutely fantastic today out at Center Point Elementary School. We had a marvelous time today talking about the science of meteorology. The next school visit will be in 2023. So we have a book signing tomorrow. And this is going to be at the Blend Coffee Shop in Summiton in eastern Walker County. And we're going to be there between 10 and 1. So if you are in Walker County, up in northwestern Jefferson, anywhere close by, come see us. It's the last one of the year. We'll have all the cool Weather Dweeb shirts and hats, and all you can do is pray. Our book about April 27, 2011, Weathering Life, our book for children, weather book for kids, Benny and Chipper, Prepared Not Scared. So again, Summiton tomorrow at the Blend Coffee Shop. We'll be there between 10 and 1 o'clock, and then we'll get back on the school schedule next year when everything cranks back up. So that's it for the afternoon weather briefing video today. We'll have notes on the blog. That's our hub, AlabamaWX.com. And again, if you're new here, we are simulcasting live on Facebook and YouTube every weekday about 5:30 in the morning, about 2:30 or 3 in the afternoon. Of course, weekends as need be. So thanks for watching. Have a marvelous weekend, and God bless.
Cracks in brick, cracks in block? Call Alabama Professional Services. Leaning or bowing basement walls? Call APS. Sticking windows or doors? Call APS. Settling or sinking foundation? That's right. Call APS. It's a fact. Foundation problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS. Call Alabama Professional Services.